Good evening, everyone. Welcome on the 20th day of National Nutrition Month celebrations. We have always talked about the nutrition and health. So today we have a different topic for you. We will talk about exercise today. So to deliver this topic, let me introduce the speaker of the day today. She is Dr. Rajal Shah. Her qualification is Bachelor in Homeopathic Medicine Science. She is Masters in Dietetics, Food Service Management, certified in Child's Health and Nutrition. She is a diabetic educator. She has an experience of almost 12 plus years in patient nutrition counseling, held many public health awareness programs. Her area of interest are therapeutic nutrition and nutrition counseling. Her achievements: paper presented and written many articles in various newspapers and this magazines. She has delivered many television education programs also. She is a life member of IDA Gujarat Chapter. Over to you, Rajal, for your session.
Thank you. Thank you, Shruti, for kind introduction. First of all, I am very thankful to IDAGC and Rima ma'am to giving this opportunity, and it's honor to be served on this platform as Nutrition Month is going on. And IDAGC this time doing a great way workout for nutritional awareness, and it's all days FB Live awareness program with the qualified dietitians. So today's topic even is very close to my heart. Just give me a second. I'm going to share the screen. So, is it visible, Shruti? Shruti?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Is it visible, right? Okay.
Yes.
So I would like to start with the word vitamin E. Vitamin E for exercise. Many times क्या होता है कि हमारे माइंड में ना कुछ वर्ड्स बिल्कुल टाइप हो जाते हैं जिसको हम बार बार याद करते हैं एंड वी ऑलवेज प्रॉम्प्ट विद दैट. सो आई वुड से कि एक्सरसाइज को हम विटामिन ई की तरह से याद रखेंगे, देन इट वुड बी बेटर टू प्रोवोक आवरसेल्फ फॉर डेली वर्कआउट. एंड this is a topic we can talk on a long, but to summarize in a way, like why exercise is important. Topic is like why it is day-to-day necessary, but why exercise? Because our body is designed to move, and our body is only place where we have to live painlessly and joyfully. So I expect कि virtually platform पे जितने लोग हैं उनको मैं convince कर पाऊँ कि exercise is very important day-to-day routine, not for like once a week, once a month. Okay, so we'll start with some technological word like exercise. What is actual meaning of it? Exercise is any kind of body activity that enhance or maintain physical fitness and overall health and wellness. So according to WHO, it is clearly said that movement, any kind of movement, including during leisure time or transport to get to and from place or as a part of person work. In a short way, common term में हम समझे तो any movement of the body, our body is designed to move only. We will see further, but that is the main meaning of the exercise. Okay, start with the movement. We will have a plan, short-term plans, and we move on the structure design activity and then proper kind of exercise. So why we should have exercise every day? Actually, as I told before, our ancestor used to daily movement, any kind of like to obtain food or some farming even. People are always have some kind of daily movement, workout for even bringing the water. As technology advance, we have all the facilities and we don't have that kind of exercise nowadays. Numerous system in our body are sensitive to movement. अपने जो neurotransmitter होते हैं अपनी body में, they are very sensitive to any kind of movement and exercise. So if we do that, it enhances, it provokes its function and indirectly help our body system. Body system, that is physiology, need movement for cellular health and hormones proper functionality. So nowadays we are seeing that NCD, non-communicable diseases, and major problems come with the PCOS, as our dietitians have talked before regarding all the things in which exercise is by default. So today's current scenario, if we can bifurcate why it is happening, like we see at a glance that nowadays we are techno-savvy, right? So there is a very fewer demand on musculoskeletal and CV system. जो हम पहले काम करते थे कि भाई कुछ लेने जाना है तो अभी चल के जाते थे, कुछ buy करना है तो we used to and enjoy that buying even. Now we are just doing an online buying. Our fingers are only getting proper exercise, and that's what it is tired even. अपने जो communicable disease के types है वो भी इसके कारण change हो गए हैं. Before, as I've told, 2-3 generation ago, manual labor होता था. 2 to 3 kilometers चलना हमारे लिए बहुत usual था. हमें याद होगा कि हम लोग भी एक जमाने में थोड़ा बहुत like we used to catch a bus or something, somewhere go to like with cycles and all that. Nowadays, elevators are there. It is also cut down our anyhow exercise. Walk, cycle नहीं हो रही है अभी because we have these 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler facilities. Recreation जो हम पहले is a part of our life, like evening hours are for children especially are for recreations. They are used to play any games, outdoor games, and now onwards we are used to our children even after COVID-19 we see that they are always with the screen and they are not used to play outdoors. There are many side effects come with that. Convenience, easy food availability. We are not having any burden of like cooking food even. So any kind of minor movement, body physical movement has stopped. क्या होता है हम जिम में 1 घंटा कर लेते हैं या वर्कआउट कर लेते हैं 1 hour, then other 23 hours are our sedentary. So I would say over here, sitting is a new smoking, which is said, right? So what is the need of time? Actually, today's life and what we can change. How can we step ahead little? So today's we have fast life. Obviously, we have only 24 hours as before our ancestor having, but due to technology and we are human beings, intellectual, and we are searching for any kind of technology and advancement. So what happens at fast life? But I would suggest that still few minutes. Just अगर आप ऑफिस में हो तो थोड़ा मूव कर लीजिए. 24 hours में you can do something or else at least to maintain your physical health. So it is in our hand to balance this fast life, physical and psychological stress because of this all commitment and work to do and all that. Even children are facing the same way. So I would suggest that just prioritize your needs. उसमें आपकी ये physical health को prioritize कीजिए, mental health को कीजिए, and उसके लिए कुछ steps होते हैं कि जैसे अच्छा हम ये वर्क कर रहे हैं तो हम we can do something with the moving, और कुछ buy करना है we can spare 5 minutes only. So we have to work like हमारा काम भी हो जाएगा and work भी हो जाएगा. Technology induced inactivity हो रही है तो we I would suggest that we should go for a little bit of fasting of technology when there is a holiday or weekends, and we can indulge ourselves with the family and outdoor activities and moving around, going to the riverfront or any recreation area. Early occurrence of the lifestyle disease, that is all because of this physical and mental stress. And we are facing that India is the second most capital for the diabetic patients. Diabetes itna spread ho raha hai, and other disease, obesity, PCOS, and child obesity after COVID-19, all are non-communicable diseases are increasing. So this is one research which have been done, the Lancet journal mein hai. In a view of the prevalence, global reach and health effects of physical inactivity, the issue should be appropriately described as pandemic. Listen, this is a very alarming word like pandemic. It is going to be like that way with a far-reaching health, economic, environmental, and social consequences. So at the India level, if we talk, this is what initiation taken by our PM Shri Narendra Modi. He has launched on 29th August 2019 with the Fit India movement, in which he promotes fitness, fun, free fitness like playway method, spread awareness on fitness, encourage indigenous sports and all that. He has given some grant for the same. So we can start from the child level. Like बच्चों को ही इतना moment initially इतना enhancement मिलेगा. So it would be their lifestyle only. And even this is Kiran Rijiju has supported the cabinet ministry. That mission of Fit India movement is to move towards more physically active lifestyle. As it is initially in speech of this launch time, नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने कहा था कि इतने NCDs non-communicable disease बढ़ गए क्योंकि पहले हमारे kitchens थे, जो movements थी वो सब कम हो गए. So this is the first initiation for the India, which is a highlight. And the second way, and the sports level, we are seeing that Commonwealth Games appearance of the India. So that is going to be a proud moment. But still, here I pointed out, still there is the same parallel increasing in the lifestyle diseases. Let's see how exercise helps, right? So how exercise helps? It is a broad scale that increases endurance and strength. जैसे हम muscles का use करते हैं, तो उसके actin and myosins जो होते हैं, मसल्स जो स्केलेटल मसल्स बोलते हैं, उसके प्रोटीन ये होते हैं, दे विल गेट स्ट्रेंथन आउट. मजबूती बढ़ती है, ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस के चांसेस डाउन होते हैं. इंक्रीज फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, इंक्रीज एनर्जी लेवल. ऑफ कोर्स वंस यू टेक अ वॉक यू फील 100% रिफ्रेश. आप बिल्कुल रिफ्रेश होते हैं, आपका माइंड भी केओस नहीं होता है. यू विल बी like out of little bit anxiety. So help weight management, it is the byproduct of what we are doing, exercise. So it is a byproduct. We are not only focusing on this. Stress buster, absolutely. One study has done even before. It is, I'm just going towards that next page, that it is shown that exercise actually reduce this anxiety, Alzheimer problems, improve sleep, stabilize BP pressure, and blood sugar, strengthen heart, blood cholesterol, of course, quality of life. Let's see, because अब तक सब हम diet and nutrition का देख रहे हैं. Let's see how exercise improves our quality of life. ऐसे बोलते हैं कि 80% diet and 20% exercise. But why not 20%? 20% it is the must to complete the 100%. Otherwise, 80% का कोई meaning नहीं रहेगा. As you can see that if we are taking proper nutrition, balanced diet, but if you are inactive, how can it be assimilated in the body? How can it be absorbed? This is one paper I have told that CM Canadian Medical Journal का है. Primary purpose of the narrative review, evaluate the current literature and to provide further insight. Physical activity plays in development of chronic disease. अगर वो फिजिशियंस की एक सर्वे हुई थी, उसमें उसको कोरिलेट किया गया था कि एक्सरसाइज जो नहीं करते हैं and what happened with that, chronic diseases and even premature deaths. So this is one evidence more. This is a very good survey, मेयर्स में पब्लिश हुआ है ये. इसमें भी ये दिखाया गया, आउट ऑफ इंडिया का ये पब्लिकेशन है. एंड इसमें सर्वे किया है कि अगर person if walking less than 5 meters or 5 to 8 meters or before more than 8 meters, how can it reacts in our body in the chronic disease condition? You can see over here, I can take one example only, that hypertension. If you see that, if you doing a purposeful structure activity for your body, for your prevention of the disease, it really helps you out. So this is another one. So we little bit go with elaboration of how exercise helps our mood. So it improve, of course, self-esteem and psychological behavior. Benefit होता है उससे, regular exercise से कैसे होता है? Because when you exercise, your body release endorphins. These endorphins interact with the receptor in your brain and reduce perception of the pain. You have heard that morphine injection. हमने सुना है कि patient को morphine की injections कभी देते, कौन सी condition में देते, जब this intolerable pain. Same way, this is kind of euphoric, like if you are doing a physical activity continuous basis, little bit, but on the subsequent days, you feel like a fresh. Your self-esteem, your anxiety will be reduced, and endorphin act as an analgesic, which is already proven, which means demeans the perception of the pain. There are manufacturing on the brain, spinal cords, and other parts of the body. It is manufacture over there, and response किससे करता है? Neurotransmitter को. We'll see how exercise even affect our neurotransmitter system, and via that way our nerve channels. This is second, that is the how it affects memory. So it boosts, of course, memory and that cognitive learning with the mental exercise, with Sudoku and all that, and even physical exercise with this hormone secretion improvement of this oxygenation, supply and nutrition to the brain parts. It always helps in our memory sharpening. जो होता है ना Alzheimer disease या भूल जाना बार-बार, so you can work out this way. Even Sarvangasana, Yogasan में, but different kind of exercise. Sarvangasana also helps you out for this, the same issues. And it is proven with our own studies, Indian studies, right? So you just go with the games, mathematics, games and skill types of brain जो अपने boost करता है. We can talk with our kids and take a tables and any kind of activity which we can do with the communication. So the third one, how improve, this is the same like how it improves blood circulation. As we do exercise, our neurotransmitter get activated, very good supply of glucose and oxygen, and it is a very trigger. It's even physical exercise stimulate brain synapses. That is even find out that by preserving the number of acetylcholine receptor. So क्या होता है, ब्रेन की सिनेप्सिस है जहां पे जोड़ान होता है, ब्रेन के जो संदेशा मतलब मैसेजेस का ट्रांसमिशन होता है, अलर्टनेस का जो फंक्शंस होता है, वो मसल से 9 लेवल्स पे इसी तरह से वर्क करता है. तो एक्सरसाइज एनहांस और स्टिमुलेट दिस ब्रेन सिनेप्सिस. So this is one study in which already said that over here physical activity effective prevention measure because it improves health. How? From the considerable physical health related benefits like number of psychological benefits, depression and anxiety, there are evidence collected. So this is one more evidence. Okay, so on physical level, at a muscular and the systematic level, how it works. When you do exercise, your pancreas get more activated. Its beta cell gets activated and its insulin sensitivity is sustained. तो क्या होता है कि आपके ब्लड में अगर ग्लूकोज ज्यादा है for type 2 diabetes patient or else pre-diabetic stage, then if you have a good amount of glucose, more than the normal amount in blood, then exercise will increase the uptake of that glucose. Muscles, here is shown in slide that muscles start to increase uptake of glucose and it transfer to the liver and it used as a energy. So what happens that insulin sensitivity increase, no extra deposition of the glucose. When you do activity, whatever you eat, it is already proper digested, assimilated, and it is reached at the cellular level as it needed. Adipose tissue में क्या होता है, inflammation decrease होता है, as we'll see that CRP वो भी decrease होता है with the exercise. Fat mass absolutely decrease होगा क्योंकि there is no extra deposition of the glucose and all. So this way we can see that at the circulatory system it is also work because उसके smooth muscles होते हैं अपने nerves के और उसके vessels के. So when we just exercise proper way, it also cause contraction and relaxation of these muscles and it increases functionality. जो हम नहीं करते, we have seen that varicose vein issue and all that. You can see that some posture or some asanas also help out this condition. और इसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे डायबिटीज टाइप 2 एंड ऑल नॉन कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज के लिए सारे डाइटिशियंस बोले हैं, जिसमें इसका भी इम्पैक्ट है कि दे हैव टोल्ड लाइक दैट फिजिकल एक्टिविटी हाउ इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट और एनी डे टू डे कांस्टेंट मूविंग इज आल्सो क्रिएट ग्रेट इम्पैक्ट. So how it helps our bones, that regular exercise is vital and very important. कैसे करता है, क्योंकि जो certain cells called osteoblasts, it constantly bring calcium into the bones to make them stronger. So during with our body's efficiency, जो body daily exercise and workout करते हैं, osteoblasts constantly bring calcium to the bones and osteoblasts strengthen the bones. Inactivity slow down osteoblastic एक्टिविटी टू वीकन बोन्स. तो वो ऑस्टियोब्लास्टिक एक्टिविटी जो लोग एक्सरसाइज करते हैं उसमें कम होती है और कैल्शियम डिपोजिशन अच्छे से रहता है. तो दे हैव अ गुड अमाउंट ऑफ कैल्शियमेटेड बोन्स एंड रेगुलर एक्सरसाइज वाइटल फॉर हेल्दी बोन्स, इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर ट्रीटिंग प्रिवेंटिंग ऑस्टियोपोरोसिस. इट इंक्रीज द अलोंग विद द मसल स्ट्रेंथ एंड इट्स बैलेंस, राइट. Okay. So how it creates impact on muscles even? Our muscles, which are made up of that actin and myosin mainly, and skeletal muscle, which are attached with the big bones, right? So we are doing this activity during that time. Actin and myosin, which are protein in nature, so that get activated. That synapses level पे उसका activation होता है, and they get started with contraction and relaxation. तो इसी से क्या होता है, उनकी energy uptake होती है, muscles get strengthen, and this protein cause this strengthening, and उसकी एंड्यूरेशन बढ़ती है. अगर आप स्ट्रक्चरल एक्सरसाइज प्रॉपर्ली करते हो तो मसल्स मास बढ़ता है. बट आई वुड पॉइंट आउट ओवर हियर दैट यू मस्ट हैव स्पोर्ट्स न्यूट्रिशन एडवाइस, नॉट अ रूटीन ट्रेनर्स, बिकॉज इसमें माइक्रो इंजरी का बहुत चांसेस रहता है. इफ यू डोंट taking enough protein in heavy workout, then you get like negative impact on the body more of side. So blood and oxygen flowing into your muscles increase and decrease each time when your muscles relax and contracts. So this is what help in one study has done for especially colon cancer, that adults who increase their physical activity reduce risk of developing colon cancer by 30 to 40%. In compared to those sedentary, regardless, इसमें कोई BMI और बॉडी वेट का कंपैरिजन नहीं हुआ है, जस्ट एक्टिविटी एंड कॉलन कैंसर का जो पैरामीटर्स है वो उनका कंपैरिजन हुआ है. उसमें भी दिखाया गया है कि फिजिकल एक्टिविटी हाउ इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट इवन द प्रिवेंट्स ऑफ कैंसर, एज वी सी दैट ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई, एंटीऑक्सीडेंट एंड ऑल दैट प्लेज अ रोल्स, राइट. कोलेस्ट्रॉल, हाई ब्लड प्रेशर, जो हमारा लीवर होता है वो कोलेस्ट्रॉल बनाता है. तो क्या होता है कि जब हमारी बॉडी में से जब हम एक्सरसाइज करते हैं तो जो एंजाइम्स होता है वो एलडीएच का अपटेक इंक्रीज करके लीवर में लाता है. लीवर में क्या होगा, उसका कन्वर्जेशन होगा बाइल में, या फिर वो secrete होगा from the secretory system. तो LDH is the bad type of cholesterol. So पूरा mechanism biochemistry set है body में. So we will not go in that much of detail. But what होता है, क्या पूरी circulatory system improve होती है, और जिस तरह से हमारी body design हुई है work करने के लिए वो work होती है. And we have seen the data that चलो और अपना cholesterol कम करो. Cholesterol means cholesterol तो सही, पर LDH mainly, and increase your HDL. We are all knowing, कोई भी डाइटिशियन से आप पूछोगे HDL कैसे बढ़ाना है, सिर्फ चल के ही बढ़ेगा, right? So we have a good posture because we have seen that on laptop or anyhow working, we have spondylosis and all that. But if we are doing some of the stretching or exercise in between, we have a good posture, and our bodies, our spine will be in its own structure, and our system will be in fine. Better sleep. Nowadays, you can see that the major issue that we are not getting a sound sleep, or we are getting a late sleep because of there are many reasons. But sound sleep is the major issue. So study has even done for that it regular exercise can help you better sleep. हाँ, एक बात है, अगर before going to bed, if you have a vigorous exercise, then it can prevent your sleep. So exercise morning hours is better for the heavy workout, but leisure time में evening में after dinner you have a lighter exercise, but melatonin अच्छे से secrete होता है workout से, and you get a proper sleep. यहाँ पे मैं एक बात बोलना चाहूँगी, if you are kids like children अगर 10th में है, 12th में है, and if they have like have to work out late night, तो क्या होता है, they exhaust easily, they ask for some coffee or some tea, some Zomato. Here as a parent we can do one thing, ask them to do some push-ups, some workouts, and let their system to be activated, let their melatonin to be again to be in a state of कि वो activated हो, वो down हो melatonin, and it helps out in a way कि वो लोग फिर अच्छे से पढ़ पाएंगे and have a nutritional snack in between, so we can कैफीन और टैनिन का अवॉइड कर सकते हैं. Moreover, these are all side effects of their doing exercise. Weight management, increase confidence, improves quality of life. We have seen strengthen muscles and strength buster. So which kind of exercise? We can go with the cardiovascular, that of jogging, walking, swimming, bicycling. Weight training, that is the lifting the weight, push-ups, pull-ups. Even here we can do something like with the resistance exercise. So you can go ups and down with the slope and strengthen your muscles. वेट ट्रेनिंग में एनारोबिक चैनल से अपनी एनर्जी बर्न आउट होती है. दैट इज अ डिफरेंट मैकेनिज्म ऑफ द बॉडी व्हिच इज एक्टिवेटेड ड्यूरिंग द एक्सरसाइज. एंड दिस इन कार्डियोवास्कुलर सिस्टम, एरोबिक सिस्टम में बॉडी इजीली बर्न आउट करती है, बट ऑन द सेकेंड डे इट इज इन रेस्ट मोड. So there are different channels which your sports nutrition can advise you how to go with. And the third one is like stretching. This is even good one with the start of yoga, Surya Namaskar, warm up, cool down stretching like this way. You can have this stretching before after workout to get activated your blood circulation, to remove stiffness, and also during your office hours. You can just sit, stand up and move your hands and all that. It always helps you out. As in acupressure, उसमें हम देखते हैं. This is another study which has done like physical activity at work. जो मैंने बोला वर्क प्लेस पे भी आप छोटी मोटी कर लो, how it affects. This study has done, मोरिस जर्नल में पब्लिश हुआ है, ड्राइवर्स एंड कंडक्टर के बीच में. तो ड्राइवर्स who they are just always a sitting job, and the conductor they have to move on. So यहाँ पे ये study shows that the risk of coronary occlusion, the rate like 0.5, and here for the drivers it is like a 1.5, 3 times higher. So we can see this with how it is important to just start with the small movements. Mental fitness, as I've told, just go with this some mental exercise, so it will improve or enhance your this euphoric effect and reduce your stress. So this is one which we always excuses about exercise. This I have to just point it out, clear out. I do whole day household work. जो लोग हमें कहते हैं कि हम पूरे दिन काम करते हैं, still you are getting the problem, na? Stiffness. There is no result in your blood parameters. So that work is always done with the stress. Try to do your work with focus, prioritize. If you're working, your oxygen, your breathing system is involved, and it should be a proper way with the calmness of the mind. So it is excuse, you have to do movement. It is count as a movement only, which can just prevent or at the some time or some age तक वो आपके disease को prevent कर सकता है. But you have to switch on in short term goal with some structural exercise. Needs to work out till I sweat. This is another excuses like कि मुझे करना पड़ेगा जब तक मुझे sweating नहीं होता. Have to do all work. Nothing like that way. You can have start slowly and go up to your body capacity maximize. Child does not need to exercise. This is the worst. मतलब बच्चे क्यों नहीं, अगर हम देखते हैं गार्डन में बड़े चलते हैं, हम चलते हैं, but no child, right? Children दिखने नहीं आते हैं, just they have like some slides and all that. So this is again very important. Fit India movement भी वही कह रहा है कि वो तो just it's a structural, but you can have any kind of activity which is on daily basis. Child must have same thing. अगर आप रोज ब्रश करते हो, रोज खाना खाते हो, you have to digest it. अगर आप exercise नहीं करते हो, वो food, वो nutrients आपके assimilate नहीं होंगे, absorb नहीं होंगे. So with this knowledge, at least implement it. I keep on moving whole day. ये भी excuse होता है कि need of exercise when blood parameters कम आता है और एकदम से हम कम नहीं, sorry, my mistake. It is like a bad way. So it is not within the normal limit, and we have excuses कि अब मुझे करना पड़ेगा एकदम से जग जाता है. That is the wrong way. With this lots of awareness even after COVID-19, we must have to start something or else. I have 2 meals in a day, so I need to again 80% अच्छे से हम balance में ले रहे हैं. Why should go for 20%? No. Actually, again for assimilation, for proper cellular nutrition, you must have to do workout. I go to temple twice, नहीं. BMI normal है तो again BMI में क्या होता है? Your muscles and fat level is not shown. So BMI is normal range अब तक ठीक है. But the thing is you have to watch for your fat percentage. So then you come to know how important exercise or workout needed in your life, right? So myths, that is exercise करने से हम बल्कि हो जाएंगे या फिर जब करना है तो spot reduction कर देंगे. And good workout need to like मुझे वो supplement लेना पड़ेगा, and workout करने से fat का muscles में transformation होता है. That is a big myth, like कि कोई fat muscles में नहीं होती, muscles build up होते हैं, fat burn होती है. That is very clear. ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. If we are doing fasting, our fat also loses first and then muscle loss होते हैं. तो वो muscles build करने पड़ते हैं. So precaution to be considered. No, not for long hours. You should not go for workout. क्या करना है? लंबे समय तक actually नहीं करना है. Start with shorter duration and under the observation of the sports nutrition और जिसको भी मतलब proper guidance. Not go for haphazardly. Otherwise there is a risk for micro injury, especially in gym candidates. It occurs कि वो लोग का फास्ट मतलब वो लंबे समय तक करते रहते. We have seen that TV stars and all are getting in younger age getting this massive heart attack. What is that? पूरे दिन वर्कआउट करना is nothing, no meaning of this. Not on fasting days. अगर फास्ट है तो just take care, mild workout करो. No major like a heavy workout. You have to take care about it. Watch your balance meal. अगर balance meal नहीं है, आपका प्रोटीन इनफ नहीं जा रहा है, then it क्या करेगा? वेट लॉस होगा अगर शायद, पर आपका मसल्स लॉस हो रहा होगा, फैट नहीं हो. फैट तो वही की वही पड़ी है. सो जस्ट वॉच योर बैलेंस मील. अ बिग नो नो फॉर सेल्फ डाइटिंग, एब्सोल्युटली नो नो. एंड शॉर्टकट नहीं है कि फास्ट कर दिया, पिल्स ले ली, ड्राई ड्रिंक्स ले लिया एंड वी आर ऑन दिस अवर टारगेट कि हाँ इतना वेट दिख रहा है, डिजिट दिख रहा है, बट व्हाट इज इनसाइड योर बॉडी यू डोंट नो. इज देयर न्यूट्रिएंट्स? नथिंग. सो to be fit, it is not a destination, it is a way of life. I'm going to wind up just 1 minute. So it is the way of life. It's nothing like कि हमें today ही मतलब कल करेंगे, आज नहीं करना है, excuse करते रहते हैं, अपने आप को cheat करते रहते हैं. नहीं, we have to prioritize. और कुछ भी 10 minutes से लेके short term goal करते हैं and then we'll reach optimal what our body asking, what our body needs, right? Push your limits. Should not wait for हेल्थ डिटोरिएशन को हमें मतलब ब्लड रिपोर्ट्स में कुछ आता है फिर स्टार्ट करना, इज नथिंग लाइक दैट. और एक मेन पॉइंट, अगर हम रिटायर होते उसके बाद हम स्टॉप कर देते हैं ना, मतलब मूवमेंट तो कम हो ही जाती है बाय डिफॉल्ट, बट वी आर नॉट थिंकिंग कि हाँ चलो अब तो रिटायर है, इट्स अ लेजर टाइम, हम एंजॉय करेंगे लाइफ. ऐसा नहीं है. वन ऑफ द माय रिलेटिव ओनली हु इज लाइक 78 years right now, up till 77 years he was used to doing any kind of like catching bus and going to his destination and little bit workout for half day. He was like absolutely fine. But nowadays just after the stopping like this उनकी जॉब छूटने के बाद वो घर पे he is not even standing up from the bed, which cause many diseases. So this is we can point it out how it is important. So great things come those who don't wait. This is me and my daughter. And remember, there is no such sentence as I will start tomorrow. Please, virtual platform पे जो है, जो लोग बाद में भी सुन रहे हैं, please understand how important exercise in our daily life with a balanced diet, of course. So I'll wind up. Thank you. Thank you, Shruti.
Thank you, Rajal. That was really true facts about the exercise, right? So that was an alarming situation for us during the COVID times. We were not doing anything. We were just sitting and doing the virtual sessions, and we were not able to go for outside physical activities that time. And now it's the time to have our vitamin E, as you rightly said, right? So we should stand up and move out and do any kind of sports, any kind of activity. Simple walking is also good, right? So that is the best thing we can do in a day. And
just remind yourself when you are brushing your teeth,
yes,
right?
Yes. And the only one thing you point out that usually patients or clients come to us and say that we do the household work, right? So that is not enough. We are not mopping right now. We are not washing the clothes with hands, right? Everybody is having the washing machines. So that is the physical activity previously women were doing, not nowadays, right? So we need to move outside and do a physical activity every day. Thank you, Rajal, for your session. Thanks a lot. So moving on to the next session, as Rajal has rightly said that exercise is necessary for everybody. So as a parent, I always concern about my kids about that, right? So physical activity is a concern for them during the COVID time. They were doing the online classes, sitting before the laptops whole day and just not able to go outside for playing even with their peer groups. So now the next session is healthy eating for kids. Let me invite the speaker of the session.
Hello, everyone. So
let me introduce you first, Shivali.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
So she is Shivali Chauhan, professional experience practicing diet nutritionist, founder of Shivali and Shelly Nutrition Coach. She has experience of 14 plus years of experience in the field of food and nutrition. Worked as a nutritionist with many fitness centers in Mumbai and Surat. She is a speaker at virtual platforms as nutritionist, health nutritionist as Yoshika, official nutritionist at Tour of Aravali. She has done many oral poster PPTs at IIT Roorkee, speaker in the community health program at various NGOs, trained Anganwadi worker to educate the urban and rural masses, role plays in public health nutrition topics at slum masses, research carried out on prevalence of menopausal hypothyroidism and assessing the effects of multiple food-based approach to prevent it. Her education, she is certifications on dietary approach, intermittent fasting, keto, plant-based foods, sports nutrition, early child nutrition, fitness by Gold's Gym University, sports fitness supplements by Progressive Fitness Education USA, and HACCP, Health and Safety of Food by Baroda, Fitness Management, Public Relation Training from Mumbai. She is MSc in Food and Nutrition. I think the list is very long for her certifications. So I welcome you, Shivali, for your session. Over to you.
Thank you so much. So before I start, I will share my screen now.
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Okay, so I will just start. So hello everyone. As Shruti has introduced me, so let me just go ahead with further information on the healthy eating for kids. So when we talk about healthy eating for kids, it is very important for us to cultivate the healthy eating habits in children. And I would just like to elaborate on all of that. So when we talk for the children from 0 to 6 months babies, so exclusive breastfeeding is what they need. In our traditional practices, we give them honey water or we give them regular water, thinking them that is they are thirsty, or start with some Ayurvedic medicines. So this all things are absolutely not needed for a 6 month, up to 6 months. Mother's milk is sufficient in all the aspects, be it in case of nutrition or be it related to protecting them from the infections or even the seasonal changes. So these are the number of benefits that a child gets when it is breastfeeding from their mother. There is a very close connection between the mother and a child. The bonding becomes strong as they are connected for longer time. Again, breastfeeding is free. It is completely pollution free. Usko time nahi lagta hai, and mother gets more time to spend with the child. There are many researches which are showing that agar माँ अपना yellow milk, that is called the colostrum, वो पिलाते हैं, then the child is free from infection, chronic diseases like diabetes, obesity in the future life, the child. So let us take advantage of this nature's food and give the best benefits to our children. In today's world, if there are any problems or complications, if the mothers are not able to breastfeed, then the mothers can extract the milk and provide it to the child. So exclusive breastfeeding up to 6 months. We go ahead. Now, when the child becomes older, like 6 to 12 months, then the weaning should start. Again, during this period of time, when the child is becoming around 5 months, 6 months, again we have practices that कि बच्चे को ज़्यादा भूख लग रही है और उसका requirement बढ़ गया है, तो let's start up with the top food. But up to 6 months, mother का milk is enough for the child. आप 6 महीने के बाद उसको पूरा weaning शुरू करो. You start with the top foods after 6 months. But not forgetting, you should continue breastfeeding up to 1 year. So these are the foods which should be given over and above breastfeeding. Again, make sure that you're providing all the required nutrition for the child. So आपका food iron rich होना चाहिए. It should provide enough amount of fibers. So how are you going to plan the meals for the child? First and foremost, make sure that plan it well. Say for example, in breakfast आपने porridge दिया, ragi porridge दिया. Again, avoid adding sugar. The child doesn't need sugar. You can add dates, raisins या nuts का powder बना के आप उसको introduce कर सकते हो. Then followed by that you can give vegetable juices. जैसे tomato juice हो गया, carrot juice हो गया, beet juice हो गया. So by this, the child is going to get the chance to cultivate the new tastes. Then you can follow it by the pulse का पानी, जैसे दाल पानी हो गया, या you can even sprout the pulses. You can roast them and sprout it and then make a powder out of it and give it along with water. Just you can give ragi ka sprout water, or you can give sattu. Again, you can give the fruits. फिर mash fruits दे सकते हो, जैसे banana हो गया, apple हो गया, and then followed by the evening, late dinner night, wherein you can give your khichdi, the semi-liquid khichdi or semi-liquid dal rice, mashed dal rice, poha. So this is going to take care of all the nutrition that the child needs. So again, we generally have the practice कि हम लोग को पास time नहीं है तो हम लोग ने उसको bottle में दे दिया. Avoid doing that. सीधा start with giving the spoons and a bowl. Gradually the child is going to be habituated to it and it doesn't take much time, because by giving bottle, what will happen is the child gets prone to getting tooth decay or infections, iron deficiency. So it is a good idea to start with a spoon and a bowl from the very beginning. Moving ahead, when the child grows further, like the child has become a toddler from 1 to 5 years, again उसका requirement increases. तो जैसे 1 to 2 years को आप make sure that you're giving half a fruit, at least 2 to 3 veggies, उसको puree करके दे दो. But in some or the other form, the child should get all of these nutrients. जैसे बढ़ता है, then you can increase the quantity from 1 fruit and 2.5 veggies per day. Then a 4 to 8 year child has more requirements. You can increase at least 1.5 quantities of a fruit and 4 to 0.5 of fruit or veggies to a day. Again, these meals can also be supplemented with intermediate snacks. तो 3 main meal दे दिया और साथ में intermediate planned snack दे दिया. So that is going to take care of the child's requirement. इस time पे you can also take an opportunity to give the finger foods. The finger foods में क्या है, जैसे you can give carrots, you can give cucumbers. तो उससे they are not only going to be able to grip the food, they will learn how to eat on their own. Again, they are in a phase, they are going to get teething. So these is again a good way to introduce the finger foods, and they will also cultivate the taste of having salads. जो हम लोग को फ्यूचर में हमेशा प्रॉब्लम रहती है कि मेरा बच्चा सैलेड नहीं खाता. So this is the right time. Yes, when the child is young, when you started the weaning food and the top foods, introduce all of these stuff from this time rather than pushing them later. So the child has a very small tummy, but they will eat quite often. So give them a planned meal. Moving ahead, now these are some other important tips that you can do when you are introducing the foods. Make sure that you are filling half of the plate with the vegetables and fruits in their plate, and try to introduce new foods gradually. So again, they're going to get the exposure of different kind of textures and flavors, and be a little slow. Don't make it a big thing. Oh, I have to do introduce a new thing. No, take it easy. Just the child takes 1 or 2 days to get familiarized with the new food. तो आप क्या कर सकते हो, जैसे एक तरीका ये हो गया, एक चीज 3 दिन तक दी तो उसमें फिर वो फेमिलराइज हो गया. Then you introduce one familiar food and one unfamiliar food. और you can also do it in a way कि you will be able to find out कि उसको क्या ज्यादा पसंद आ रहा है, वो क्या खा रहा है ज्यादा. So you can give that one favorite food of them along with the new food. इससे दूसरा चीज क्या होगा, अगर बच्चे को कुछ भी डिस्कम्फर्ट हो रहा है या कुछ भी एलर्जी है कुछ भी, तो यू विल बी एबल टू रूल आउट इमीडिएटली कि दिस वाज अ न्यू थिंग दैट आई इंट्रोड्यूस एंड दिस हैज कॉज्ड द डिस्कम्फर्ट. So you will be able to skip that particular food. Add more colors to their food plate. Nature has given us so many different colors in fruits and vegetables. So make their plate most colorful. In fact, एक बहुत simple सा चीज है, you can make it fun. Create a game for them. Make a color chart. फिर उन लोगों को पूछो आपका फेवरेट कलर का फ्रूट या वेजिटेबल, व्हाट इज योर फेवरेट कलर. तो इंट्रोड्यूस दैट कलर फ्रूट इन ईच एंड एवरी मील. जैसे येलो कलर हो गया तो इंट्रोड्यूस एनीथिंग इन येलो कलर in each and every meal of them. And then at the end of the day, you interact with them that what did you eat today, and then ask them to give them a sticker and you can ask them to stick it on the color chart. So इस तरीके से क्या होगा, they'll be having a very positive relation with the food, they'll enjoy what they are doing and they love games. So it is going to teach them also the different colors. Further, you can also make it the colorful. Along with the colors, you can try introducing the different textures and the different flavors. तो वो आप कैसे कर सकते हो? Say for example, आपने tofu दे दिया मैश करके. Along with that, you can give the steamed veggies like broccoli हो गया. So that is again a colorful plate that you're offering. फिर steamed carrot दे दिया. उसके साथ you can give a semi-liquid khichdi. So you are trying to introduce, give them a nutrient-dense food. You're trying to introduce the color, texture, flavor, everything together. So the child is getting exposed to different things and they try to adapt to that things. Now, make sure that you're including at least fruits and vegetables in each and every meal of theirs. Either fruit or vegetable has to be there in each and every meal. This is going to keep them very strong and get protected from the infections, because all the colorful vegetables and fruits have their own health benefits, which is going to keep their child safe and strong. Water. So water is something which is friend of everyone and anyone. And this you have to cultivate from the very beginning. You have to keep prompting water to the child. Make sure that the child is drinking enough water. Whenever the child is thirsty, give them water. Nowadays, what we do is, when we are going out or if we are not free or something, then we tend to pick up the packaged food like fruity de diya. Yeah, you give some, you think that your child is not getting enough nutrition, so you try and jump onto the energy booster supplements. So instead of doing all these things, those are all pure sugar. Let us give them healthy, nourishing water. Like you can give coconut water, or you can give a vegetable juice in that case, the beet juice, tomato juice, as I mentioned before, or even the nut-based milk, like soy milk or almond milk, cashew milk. Because what this is going to do is, it is going to give them enough amount of protein, enough amount of calcium, and a good amount of good quality fat. And simultaneously, it is going to keep them full for a longer time. Now, when the child is growing a little big, you should also try to teach them that brain is like a sponge. जैसे आप उनके सामने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट भी कर सकते हो. पानी में स्पॉन्ज डाल दिया तो स्पॉन्ज क्या करता है? इट इज ट्राइंग टू अब्सॉर्ब वाटर. जब उसके पास पानी है तो वो अब्सॉर्ब कर पा रहा है और वो अपना फंक्शन कर रहा है. अगर उसके पास पानी नहीं है तो इट इज ड्राई. सेम वे, इफ आवर ब्रेन इज हाइड्रेटेड, देन इट कैन फंक्शन वेल. वो लोग खेलने जाते हैं तो वो लोग ज्यादा थक नहीं जाते. It is important to remain hydrated even during your any activities, any sports. So this is what you're trying to teach them from the very beginning. So make water the best friends. Portioning. Again, being a mother, ये मेरे साथ भी होता है. I always feel we have mothers have the tendency to think that हमारा बच्चा भूखा है, but try to overcome this. We have to channelize a regulatory system where they listen to their hunger cues. जब हम लोग कुछ खाना दे रहे हैं उनको, तो ask them, are you full? Are you hungry? You still want? If they are giving any cue to you that they are done, then we should stop. Instead of probing them, एक और bite ले लो. So that time is at this point of time, we do not know that we are trying to do cultivate some habit which is going to end up when they are growing up big, they'll try to overeat because they are not able to understand the natural mechanism of satiety levels. Kids are born to understand that unko abhi stop karna hai, they don't want to have more when they are full. So let us respect that and follow what they tell instead of thinking that the child is hungry and trying to probe them with more food. When the child is elder enough, you can ask them, you can ask to ask their own selves, कि are they really hungry? क्या उनको really एक दो bite और खाना है? Or they are ending up overeating. So it is very important for the child to understand the hunger system, regulatory system that the nature has built for us. Balance the meals. We should take an opportunity and make sure कि हमारा जो भी meal है is nutrient dense. जैसे I just said that if they are hungry, we just give them a drink of a fruity or something. So what we are doing, we are giving them empty calories, which is not giving them any nutrition. Instead of that, take advantage of that meal and give them a vegetable juice, as I mentioned. Make sure that the each and every meal is all balanced. Like एक source हो गया cereal का, एक source हो गया vegetable का, एक source हो गया fruit का, एक source हो गया probiotics का. So this is the way you are balancing each and every meal of a child. जैसे अगर आपका प्रोटीन देना है तो यू कैन चूज लेग्यूम्स, बीन्स, पल्सेस, दाल्स. जैसे ग्रेन्स दे दिया तो आप रागी सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो. यू कैन सिलेक्ट ओट्स, क्विनोआ, जोआर, व्हीट. ठीक है. देन you can also select the sweet potatoes and good quality fat like the nuts, almonds and pistachios. So this is how you are giving a good quality balance from the very beginning. Follow a routine, make a schedule. Even though it is a very small child, just a 6-7-month-old child, still follow the timing. That timing you can decide for your own as per your child's requirement. But they follow, and then their body starts making a clock from inside, and that will channelize their hunger system. So, say for example, if you're giving breakfast, so if you're giving it at 7 a.m., so make sure that you're giving it every day on the same time. So automatically, ये क्या कर रहे हैं? They also follow the trend. So they follow it for this is going to go on for a lifetime. So let us create it from now. तो जैसे आप उसको 7 a.m. खाया है, उसके बाद they will again after 9:30 if you're giving. So they have a mindset that okay, इसके बाद हमको खाना मिलने वाला है. So they will not tend to overeat, or they will and this is also in directly going to reduce the picky eating. So work on all these small habits, and automatically you are creating a healthy generation. Give them the importance of breakfast. जब भी उनको breakfast दे रहे, make sure कि वो लोग बैठ के खा रहे हैं. क्योंकि at the beginning, like you can give at the beginning they will follow. Gradually क्या होता है, जैसे they are growing up, then they skip their breakfast. But it is important for their brain to have a good heavy breakfast. You can just give nut milk or along with some fruit topping or even a cereal which is quick and they can eat it quickly. Now, children copy elders. This is a very known fact and you must have observed also कि वो लोग हमको एकदम imitate करते हैं. So be yourself a complete role model to them. If you think, if you want कि आपका child ये सब खाए, then you yourself eat in front of them. So इससे क्या होगा? You don't have to teach them. They are already following you. So जब भी आप कुछ भी, if you feel that you want your child to have a combination of foods, so you also keep the same thing in your plate. Automatically, they will be following that. There are many researches on this and they have proved that the child learns from their elders. They have that trust factor and they depend on us. So automatically they start following जो भी हम खाते हैं. इसी तरीके से you can introduce the different variety and a healthy nourishment, healthy nourishing foods. Eat meals as a family. Now, this plays an important role when when the children are growing, and you have to develop that from the very beginning. So usse kya hoga, but make sure that each and every family member is eating healthy food. They are going to observe the behaviors. They say they are not going to roam around while eating, which is a very common problem among small children. Unko apne saath bithao, so they will understand, okay, okay, this is breakfast time, this is lunch time. They will understand that. Apart from that, they will learn the social interaction. They will not, they will learn how to talk to others. So when they are within their friends, they are comfortable. And also this gives an opportunity for you to discuss how was your day. It gives time for you to spend with your child. And also there is more of talking, more of storytelling, and they learn all the dining manners. There are many benefits, as I mentioned. So they come to know about the family history, the grandparents, the parents are sharing their stories, and this is how they get connected with the family bonding increases. And they also start eating the nutritious foods. If everybody is eating in their plate, so they stop picking up things. They will learn to eat everything that is there in the plate, and they will stop wasting food. They will learn the basic table manners, and by this, having all the nourishing foods is going to take care of their nutrients. And the screen time is saved, which is a very common problem. I'll come to that. Chewing. This is another very important aspect. You have to teach them to chew and eat slowly. Now, again, there is a very big point over here. When the child is eating slowly, and this when the child is small, we keep pushing them, eat fast, chalo, jaldi finish karo. But this whole situation is going to reverse when they grow up. So what happens is, when they grow up, if they are going to have the habit of eating fast, they are going to end up eating more. And again, the researchers are also on this, that the children who are eating slowly, they are getting more nourishment from the food because they are eating calmly, and the brain signals in 20 minutes. So, so the mothers who are pushing their children to eat fast right now, if the child is small, so this is an alarm to you. Let us be calm, let us be patient, and allow the child to eat slowly and chew more. So it is not going to be a problem in future. Again, the practice of chewing slowly is a big thing, because the people who chew fast in older age also get the gut issue problems. So let us teach them right now. Involve your kids. So involve your kids in everything. So when you're planning a meal, make sure that they are involved. Ask them what is your favorite food, what do you want to eat. So say, for example, they say lady's finger or peas. So try to make that. Maybe you can start from the beginning. If you are able to grow kitchen garden, you can do that. You can grow it in your own home garden. You can grow small herbs or microgreens. Allow them to soak the seeds, allow them to plant the seeds, and do all the watering every day. So this is going to give a very positive connect for the children with the plant, and they will see it growing, and ultimately then they will have that. So that is going to give an immense pleasure and happiness for them to eat it. So this ultimately you are taking care of giving them healthy food and creating happiness and a positive relationship with the food in the child. After that, you allow them to take the groceries, give them the exposure, educate them, let them see the natural colors. And then you can give them, when they are coming back, you can give them apron. In fact, this you can do from the small child, with a small child. Say, for example, 2-year-old. Allow him to pat the dough. This is going to improve his motor activities. Then as the child grows, if he is able to mix, allow him to mix, stir, though the mess is created, though it is going to be double time consuming, but let that happen. Then gradually, if the child is 4-5 years old, allow him to roll the rotis, allow him the things that he can do away from the gas, chopping with the friendly scissors. So all of these things, the more exposure you're going to give, the child is going to be more happy to eat what they are going to eat. And already you have created the favoritism of healthy foods from now. This again is an important point. Please keep healthy snacks on hand. As the main meals are important, same ways the intermediate meals are very important. Make sure that you're giving something nutrient rich and handy and quick. You can just cut down the cucumber and carrot sticks and give them along with hummus, or even just a sliced apple along with the handful nuts. You can give them colorful, just make faces and give it in a decorative way. They'll be attracted. Make the nut energy balls, which are handy. You can, it will be again a combination of seeds and dry fruits and everything. So you're giving them a good nourishing meal in just small, tiny intake. Give them fruits, different kind of fruits. Cultivate the tastes of fruits. You can give peanut butter. Switch to the healthy options. Avoid giving the exposure of unhealthy foods. If you want to give French fries, you can air fry it and give it. If you want to give the fruit ice cream, instead of that, give them the nut-based yogurt along with the fruit. So these are the different ways where you can switch and give. If you want to give chocolate, give them a dark chocolate. They don't know the taste of the regular chocolates. There is no need for that exposure. You can introduce the dark chocolate. They will cultivate the taste, and that will become their favorite food in future. So these are all the healthy practices that we can create from the foundation. Avoid certain foods. Now, for this, what you have to do is avoid giving them fried food, as I mentioned. Avoid giving them high calorie foods, empty sugar, like as I told you, the fruit juices or the sweets, biscuits, ice creams. Give them a nourishing meal. Avoid the fried soft drinks, which is not needed. Up to 2 years, your sugar is absolutely big no, because that is going to create tooth decay, cavities, the metabolic disorders, even diabetes. So avoid all these things. If you want to give them cultivate the sweet taste, you can give them fruits, dates, raisins. These are the healthy sweeteners that you are introducing to them. So try to remove the unhealthy food stuff around your surroundings. Avoid bribing. So when you are creating a positive atmosphere surrounding, then you will not come up to a situation where you need to bribe. Like we have a tendency, simple tendency, like चलो उसको healthy food खिलाना है, तो उसको अगर आप ये ब्रोकली खाओगे तो हम आपको आपका favorite dessert देंगे या हम आपको donut देंगे. So instead of this bribe, let us create an atmosphere wherein they are surrounded with all healthy foods, and ultimately they develop the liking of eating it rather than pushing them later. So these it is always a good idea not to label any food that this is a bad food or this is a good food. Remaining neutral is always a good idea, but so don't stop them, don't eat this, don't eat this. Instead of that, create a positive relation of food with them, and this is how you can avoid the unhealthy eating. Screen time. Yes, this is a very big thing which is going on, especially after Corona, which has increased quite a lot. Avoid the distractions while eating. Avoid the screen time, because there is less focus on the food. They don't know what they are eating. Instead of that, it is a good idea to stay with them, share the things what they had done all day, share the benefits of the food they are eating, share what they cooked. This is going to give all the positive ways and behaviors for them cutting the screen time. You can cut the screen time like that, because it is going to affect, the child is going to overeat if he's in the front of screen. He doesn't have the happiness of what he's eating. And there is overall the quality of the diet decreases, because the child keeps on eating the unhealthy chips or anything when he's in the front of TV. So avoid the screen time when they are eating. So in all, I would like to summarize, plan the meals to be positive, relaxed, and social. Let the kids decide their own portion intake. Encourage the child to try different type of foods and textures by giving in a positive way. Offer the meals and snacks at regular timings. and choose the vegetables and fruits as snack rather than giving them the chips or the deep fried foodstuffs. So feeding kids is more about nurturing, more than just feeding the good food. It is developing a trustworthy relationship with the food. And that is what we can do it when the child is small, from the foundation itself. So let's build a healthy community from the very beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Shivali. That was really a various nice and easy tips you have given to the parents about the kids' healthy food, right? And rightly said, we have to avoid any kind of drugs and preservative-rich foods for them. We always have to encourage them to take the better nutrient-rich foods, and we have to teach them actually. This is the carrot, how you have to eat it, right? This is you have to wash it first. And you can do it before them, and then they will follow you. That is the main thing they can do, right? So very good sessions today, Dr. Rajal and Shivali. Thanks a lot.
It was pleasure.
Thank you.
It was our pleasure. Yes, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Shruti. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Meet you tomorrow. Same FB Live, same 4 p.m. Stay tuned with us. Thank you.